Hi, it's Travis White with the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. Let's talk about priming today. And I want to tell you about an experiment I read about in a book called Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. In this experiment, college students were asked to assemble sentences out of random words. They were given 5 words and asked to pick 4 words and assemble a sentence out of it. They were timed on this task. How fast could they identify the words, put them in the right order, and create a sentence? Then they were asked to walk down the hall to another room where they did a similar test, also timed. One group of students were given words that had to do with old age. Things like retirement, bald, wrinkled, Florida, retirement home, those kinds of things. They assembled the words, then walked down the hall. The real purpose of the experiment was to time the students, different groups of students, as they walked down the hall. And as the experimenters expected, those students that had been working with words associated with old age walked down the hallway significantly more slowly than other students who had been working with other words. In other words, they had been primed. They were thinking about old age, they were thinking about old people, they were perhaps thinking about being old themselves, and therefore they walked down the hall more as old people, more slowly than other students who had been working with other words. There's a very important effect in the way our brains think and in the way you communicate. If you communicate to an audience that's been primed to think of themselves as old, well, they're going to think in a certain way. If you communicate to an audience that's in a bad mood, well, they're going to be less accepting, less trusting of your message and your communication. So one of the things to think about as you approach an audience, whether it be a small team, your own staff meeting each week, or whether it be a large and more formal audience, how are they primed? And how can you help prime them to make your message more effective? And one of the ways, of course, is to tell a joke and get them laughing. That makes people happier and makes them more accepting. You can also use positive images, positive words. You can simply talk about the weather. If it's nice weather outside, talk about what a beautiful day it is and how that makes you feel good. That will also make your audience feel good. So look for positive things to talk about, particularly as you open your speech, as you open your communication. That will make you more trustworthy. That will make the audience more accepting of your speech. That's the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. See you again next week.